Pine cones. What is a pine cone? Pine trees have very special kind of fruit. Pine cones. A fruit is a part of the plant that has seeds. Pine cones hold pine seeds. Do you know there are over 100 kinds of pine tree? Each one has its own type of pine cone. Pine cone comes in many sizes. Some pine cones are small. The pinyon pine cone is only the size of your thumb. Some pine cones are big. The sugar pine cone is as large as your arm. Another kind of pine cone is as heavy as a gallon of milk. Scales grow round and round. Pine cones are made from many small pieces of wood. Each piece is a scale. The scales make curved lines in the shape of the spiral around the pine cone. Can you see the spirals on this pine cone? Two seeds grow inside most scales. The scales stay closed until the seeds are ready to grow into a new tree. The pine cone dries out. The scales open. Now the seeds can fall out. Flying seeds. Many pine seeds have tiny wings. The wings help the seeds float like paper airplanes. Seeds need dry air to fly. If it rains, the scales on the pine cone close up. Then the seeds stay dry. The scales open again when the rain stops. When the seeds land, they need soil and sunlight to grow. Toe pine cones. Some pine cones have wax on their scales. The wax is like glue. It keeps the scale closed. The wax melts when the pine cones get very hot. Now the scales open. The seeds can fall out. But how can the cones get this hot? Helpful forest fire. Forest fire can help new pine cones grow. The cones get very hot in the fire and the wax melts. After the wax melts, the pine cone can open. A new tree. Once pine cones open, the seeds fall out to the ground. With water and sunlight, these seeds will grow into new pine trees. Someday, these trees will grow their own pine cones. Be a scientist. Start with two pine cones from the same tree that look very similar. Look at each pine cone. Notice the spiral shape of the scales. Do you see any seeds? Place one pine cone in water overnight. The next day, compare two pine cones. What has changed? Can the seeds fall out of the one of the pine cones? Beyond the book, go to the nature walk to find pine cones or look at picture of pine cones in a book. Use the book art internet to find out kinds of pine cones they are.